So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is that I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the controlling.
Yeah. What you mean it's no transfer of ownership on these properties? Champ on the internet talking about he spent $402 million on these properties. I'm hoping this is not somebody just caught Floyd Mayweather slipping. He said he owned them properties with no part.
Floyd Mayweather has spoken out about the $42 million real estate deal, addressing rumors of going bankrupt after a possible scam. He claimed he owned 62 buildings with no partners involved and spent my own money. No one else is in on this, Floyd said, but sources say otherwise, suggesting he only owns a part. Property records don't match his claims, raising doubts and sparking talk that Floyd may have been misled.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm the transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright." In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying, like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Floyd Mayweather is well known not just for his unmatched skills in the boxing ring, but also for his unapologetic celebration of wealth. In several interviews and public appearances, he often flaunts his extravagant lifestyle, including showcasing how he and his family travel in private jets. These displays are far from subtle. Rather, they are statements of his financial success. Mayweather has repeatedly made it clear that his wealth is a direct result of his hard work and business acumen, positioning himself as a symbol of financial independence and luxury. His social media posts and videos serve as constant reminders of the opulence he enjoys, making it evident that wealth is a core part of his public identity. One of the more audacious claims made by Floyd Mayweather is that he earned $350 million in just one night. This figure is impressive, to say the least, and in line with the extravagant persona he has cultivated over the years. However, this claim has been met with skepticism, particularly from other figures in the boxing and sports community.
Want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
Let me show you. AJ.
Hey, what's up?
So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you gotta pick a couple people up. You gotta pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey and go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send them over there, and then Dan can get on the plane also. Okay?
Okay, so it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. I think we got an hour. About an hour to play. I'd say have them at the airport about 10:45 or so.
Chad Saunen, a former MMA fighter and commentator, has argued that the highest amount Mayweather has earned in a single night is closer to $60 million, not the $350 million he often boasts about.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
$350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Floyd Mayweather's constant bragging about his financial achievements might seem like harmless self-promotion, but there is a deeper question to be asked. Why does he feel the need to exaggerate? Mayweather has built his brand around the idea of being financially invincible, constantly reinforcing the notion that his wealth is limitless. However, when figures like Chael Sonnen publicly question these claims, it forces us to examine whether Mayweather is more interested in the perception of wealth than in the reality of it.
First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete over Christian Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is.
So if you had to guess, what do you think's the most Floyd ever made in a fight?
Oh, I think that he's probably made about 60 million before in one night. But no, there's 100 million, 130 million. They just didn't have it. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
Do you think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you he didn't. No boxer's ever made 130 million in one.
Mayweather has repeatedly stated that his primary goal is to make money rather than being the greatest boxer. His famous motto, "Nothing in this world is for free," reflects his relentless pursuit of financial success. This focus on wealth has often overshadowed his boxing legacy, leading some to question whether he's more concerned with earning money than with solidifying his place in boxing history.
It always comes to money.
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. And without money, I'd be the same person. I fought so many fights for free.
You're getting emotional now.
No, not at all. No, I'm thinking. You know, I'm always thinking. How can I get better? How can our company grow? How can I continue to teach people around me how to fish? And I don't want to fish for them.
Floyd Mayweather, after the Aaron Chambers fight, went to Monaco and put 11 billion on black. 50 million on black.
Everyone earns their own money. You do what you want with your money. Right?
Yeah.
But to an extent, I don't respect it because you're someone that's in such a seat of influence. Especially when we were younger. We used to look up to Floyd. And what's he teaching the guys growing up? Well, spunk your money on
casino, dumb shit. Yeah.
Work so hard to get it, and then throw it away in the casino. Like, come on, man.
That's the thing. It's like that lifestyle. Floyd is not. One thing he keeps coming back doing exhibitions and that, bro.
Sure.
Probably, I don't think Floyd. Don't get me wrong.
I think his level of broke is our level.
Mayweather's focus on financial success isn't solely for himself, but also for his family. He frequently speaks about creating generational wealth, ensuring that his children and grandchildren will benefit from his earnings. While this desire to secure his family's future is commendable, critics argue that Mayweather's focus on amassing wealth may come at the expense of other meaningful pursuits.
I've really been building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
In his pursuit of money, Mayweather has been involved in questionable promotional ventures, such as endorsing a cryptocurrency scam. Despite already being financially successful, he reportedly took millions to promote a scheme without considering its legitimacy. This raises concerns about whether Mayweather prioritizes cash over responsibility, showing a disregard for the potential consequences of his promotional activities.
You were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. and going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does.
Mayweather is known for flaunting his wealth in public. From his mansions to his collection of luxury cars and watches, he even boasts about tipping his private pilots thousands of dollars per flight. These displays are a part of his brand, reinforcing his image as a man whose wealth is so vast, he can afford to show it off without worry.
Everybody that got their own jet, you always got to tip your pilots no matter what. I don't care if it's a couple hundred, a couple thousand, you got to tip your pilots. Now today, I got to tip my pilots 1,000 apiece because it was kind of rough.
Even after retiring, Mayweather continues to earn millions through exhibition fights. These non-competitive bouts have become a lucrative source of income. However, critics argue that these fights, particularly against non-professional opponents like Logan Paul, are purely money-driven, detracting from his legacy as a serious boxer.
It was crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Logan Paul, who faced Mayweather in an exhibition fight, criticized him for fighting random opponents purely for money. This reflects growing criticism that Mayweather's post-retirement activities are financially motivated rather than a genuine pursuit of competition, painting him as a boxer more interested in making money than improving himself.
For 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. Chains, that's a depreciating asset. Get yourself something that'll hold value.
Yeah.
Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow. Invest in Prime, huh? Do something smart.
Isonen has suggested that Mayweather's financial issues go beyond earning money. It's about how much he has spent, according to Sonnen. Mayweather has likely spent all his wealth and is now using exhibition fights as a way to maintain his lifestyle.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box, when he said he's retired, why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys this is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're gonna be broke.
Snoop Dogg, a longtime associate of Mayweather, made a distinction between being rich and being wealthy, while Mayweather may have amassed substantial wealth. Snoop implies that true wealth is about maintaining that prosperity long-term, not just about flaunting it.
That business sense, because you surpass everybody in boxing and sports and everything in general. I'm watching you as like, you bigger than the NFL franchise.
You know, every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes, it's about wealth. You know, I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Chris Eubank Sr. criticized Mayweather's claims of being the best fighter, arguing that while Mayweather might be the highest paid boxer, that doesn't make him the greatest. Eubank's critique highlights the tension between Mayweather's focus on financial success and his standing in the sport.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., he says he's the best ever. Has anyone accounted for this observation? I've never seen him lose. You only know a man in how he accepts defeat. So I can't score him. But certainly, the fact that my own child chose him to be a role model over me, the dad, the gentleman. Yeah, he's a playboy. Because that's what he represents. He has clubs, or he had clubs, and he shows bling. Well, this is how I'm living. I wear a dress, and for a bit of humor, I wear a bear.
Logan Paul accused Mayweather of not paying him the agreed-upon $3 million for their exhibition fight. This controversy, along with suggestions of Mayweather being financially unstable, raises questions about the legitimacy of his wealth and his financial practices. Mayweather's attempt to downplay the issue only fueled speculation about his financial management.
Is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, you know, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want...
When confronted about Logan Paul's unpaid money accusations, Floyd Mayweather dismissed the issue on the Pivot podcast, claiming the payment was delayed, downplaying it as a minor delay rather than a serious issue.
Logan Paul, he said you owe him some bread. How you feel about someone making those type of accusations?
That comes with the territory.
Right.
And you got to realize, when you used to getting, you know, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
Shit, we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is going to be a big YouTube check.
Yeah, so, you know, the money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, you know? And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when a tables turn.
Right.
You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Joe Rogan noted that Mayweather is one of the few athletes who openly flaunts his wealth, from mansions to luxury watches. However, as rumors of bankruptcy and financial struggles surface, this once glamorous display of success now appears to be a desperate attempt to maintain a public image, tarnishing his reputation.
The only person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. You know, he kept his.
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas. He'd be partying. It looked like he's partying. He's drinking water, and then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
Dude, the jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.